I was taught in my life. I'm going to go back a little ways in my life, a few years. So I want to speak about how I learned how to do trance, how I connected to spirit, how it kind of worked for me, how I was taught. So as a child, I kind of really understood spirit because they would appear and speak to me. And my mother would always teach me that I had to kind of understand what they were trying to talk. So, because when I do readings now, I tell people, I said, talk to your guides, talk to your higher self, speak. In the beginning there was the word, so you have to say it out loud. You can say it inward, but it just kind of goes inward, goes through all your filters. Spirit doesn't hear it. But if you speak out to spirit. Tell them what you need, because I always tell people, because spirit has a sense of humor. They will bring you what they feel like you need in your life. But as a child, I always knew I had guides, people that were looking after me. Whether my gatekeepers, my physicians, my guides that were helping me, archangels, whatever was around me. I had a good understanding of who they were. Not all of them would speak to me. They would just look at me and be standing there ready to help if I needed them. And through our lives, they are always there ready to help, ready to encourage us on our journey. But my mother used to do readings, and we were kind of at some points in our life in the Bible Belt. Sometimes I thought it was the buckle, but it was the belt. And my mother learned how to do readings with the Bible. And she would sit there, and she'd walk in front of the church holding the Bible like this. But she'd look at you. And she'd say, give me a moment. Oh, Jesus says this. And she would give you a reading, but she'd be holding the Bible. So my mother used to say it was always the King James Version. No other version mattered to her. It was that version. So she would always walk around with that through the congregation and give readings. And it was massively accepted. And she taught me how to do that, and even in your personal life. If you have a Bible at home, take the Bible, open it up to a page. Whatever page you open it up to. Wherever your eyes light on that page, remember the few words that you first saw. Then turn it again to another page, see what you first see. And do it a third time. Body, mind, spirit, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. And as those 3 times you look at them, it will give you your answer. So if I can't find an answer, if an answer hasn't come to me, I will use that from what my mother taught me. I will look in that, because I will see what I have to see. And it works with any kind of book, any book. Turn it 3 times, see what it tells you. My grandmother used to teach me how to do readings, but she was more theatric. It's more of a actress. She had to make a presence when she did readings. So she would look at you and say, I'd like to come to you, dear. Hold on a second. They're saying something. Hold on. And she'd talk to them. She'd look away from you. She'd talk to spirit in the wall somewhere. And she'd talk back to you and go, we had our conversation, let's talk. And that's how she would do her readings. So every relative I had, most of them did readings. They did some form of readings. My grandfather used to take piles of string and hold on to them. And when he was going to give you a reading, he would drop the string. And out of what the string managed on the ground or on the table, he would give you a reading from that. Call them string readings. So there was a lot of ways to do readings. A lot of ways to communicate with spirit through working with yourself. It's what works for you. Maybe you like cards. Maybe you do mental mediumship. Maybe you do psychic work. Maybe you do some kind of dream interpretation. You do handwriting. You do different vibrations. There's nothing wrong with how you do mediumship. Just because somebody tells you, I don't do it that way. You do it the way it fits the vibration for you. How you connect to that. Because if you don't connect to how it radiates to you, you'll probably never stay with it. You'll never keep communicating. You'll never keep doing it. You want to stay in that vibration. When I was more in my teenage years, I started doing trance. And spirit would speak through me, work through my vibration, and allow them to take over, allow them to work through me and use my vibration to speak to you. That's been through my whole life, and my guides through that situation have changed. So in this work, do not get guide fixated. Oh, I've got Jethro. He's my guide. Jethro's here. Oh my God, Jethro's gone. What am I going to do? It's whoever your guide is, know that they will be there as long as you need them at that position within your life. They will soon leave. Some newer teacher will come in and take you the rest of the journey. So, your mediumship guides, they are not the same guides every time you walk in and do mediumship. My one guide might like to talk to you, dear. My other guide might not like you, dear. Won't talk to you. But I'll get somebody else to speak to you. See, they don't have judgments on the other side, but they will decide if they want to speak to you or not. They will decide. If they don't want to speak, they'll just be quiet. They won't speak. They won't talk. So you kind of allow whoever is for your highest and best. Highest and best and nothing else. Remember that. When you're doing your work, highest and best and nothing else for you. For you. For your vibration. Whatever's connected to your auric field. What do you feel? What do you sense? If you don't feel right with a spirit, tell them. Say, I don't like that. I don't like what you're doing. I don't like what you're propelling in motion. You have to realize that whatever you do, it has to fit for you. Because my guides from trance has changed from Charles Davenport, Billy, Mildred, now eventually into Lucerne, Tobias, and a group of 47. So it has moved. As I've progressed within my work, they have moved to another level. And that's what you're really looking for. You're looking to move to the next level. Not staying in one spot and becoming stagnant with your mediumship. It's always this movement, this watch of what Spirit wants you to look at. That has the same thing to do with healing. You might do spiritual healing. Then you're Reiki. Then you're pranic. You do a little bit of Hona. You do a little bit of other stuff. But you're a conglomerate of all of it. You're a balance of all of it because you've learned it. It's part of your being. Everything you learn with this work is part of you. Not everybody might have attended the same class, got the same thing out of the class, done the same vibration, done the same situation. But you understood it. I can give you this book. I can read you a passage. You can read the same passage and read something totally different in that passage than I read in it. You've understood something differently. So every book you read, every situation that you're put into, you see it a little bit differently than probably I would. You have another understanding of it. Don't degrade your understanding of it. So that's how I feel with it. That's how I sense this. Don't think that you have to follow a certain road to get to the spirit world. You might sneak in the back door. You might sneak around the side before anybody knows you're there. Doesn't mean you have to go through the front where all the lights are. Means you might get somewhere else. There are different places in the spirit world to arrive. There's not one door. Different doors. Different places to arrive. So don't think you have to go through the front door when you might have to go through the east door. Maybe you need to go through the other door. But you will eventually be in the spirit world. We all believe that people they will live their karma. Spirit will get even with you. It's like the witch on the Wizard of Oz. I'll get you, my dear, and your little dog Toto too. So we think that there are people going to get that. But what if the whole vibration in this lifetime was more of a lesson for you, or a lesson for others? That lesson you chose before you got here to affect the world energy, affect your energy, or somebody else's energy. It was all an effect while you were here. And as you move back to the spirit world, that effect is now finished. You finished it. Remember, spirit will move heaven and earth if you have to do something. They will propel you in a direction in your life. If you're not supposed to do nothing, you'll know that it's not working, it's not falling into place, oh my God. You have that sense within your being. And spirit will drag you to where you need to be. Screaming or hollering or whatever it takes, they will get you to where you need to be. And as we get older in our lives, we kind of look back and we go, oh, I know why that happened. But it might not have worked out exactly the way we thought it was supposed to work out, but it worked out the way it was supposed to affect others, to affect the universal mind, to affect the universal energy. It affected that. You're going to get back to the spirit world. People are going to greet you on the path. People are going to love you. People are going to think you're just great because you ventured and did what you were supposed to do and you made it back. Now, hopefully you don't holding on to a lot of stuff and dragging a whole bunch of stuff with you. You don't want to be dragging a whole big wagon full of craziness with you because people won't let you into town until you clear it. And people say people are stuck. Well, they're stuck because they're holding on to I did so much bad. Through my life, through relatives and people in my life, I've studied mediumship most of my life. So there are different ways of doing it, different ways of understanding mediumship, different ways how to do healing, working with healing, how to manage that vibration for you. You don't need somebody to heal you. The only reason you need somebody to heal you is where two or more are gathered, there I am. You gotta remember, higher self, physical self. Two or more are gathered, there I am. God is already here. You can attract some of your vibration, but they might be crazy. They might not be centered. You might have to heal them while they're trying to heal you. You might have to fix their vibration before they actually heal you. Ask for your highest and best. Highest and best for you. Ask for whatever you need from your guides. Allow them to manage that situation within your life. Walk with a purpose in your life. Don't be a dweller at the well. Oh well. Oh well.
It's a deep subject.
Manage yourself down the path. The more you become positive, the positive the energy will become as you move down the path. Treat yourself with respect. You did exactly what you might, some of you in this room might say, well, Lewis, you don't know my life. Oh, you don't know what's happened to me. Whew. What if it wasn't nothing? Maybe it was that vibration in your life you had to help somebody. Get them to where they need to be. You used to be miserable. our parents didn't treat me and my brothers really well. They did not. So it wasn't a good journey from childhood. It wasn't a good journey. Some people have really good childhoods. I had like a mixture between the Addams Family and Dark Shadows. So that was my family. I had the weird people from my mother's side of the family and on my father's side. So it was, the question is we just were there to survive. So you survived. That's what we did. And a lot of people, that's what they did when they were young. They survived. They survived through it, but not to carry it with you. Not to drag it with you. Maybe you go through a divorce. Maybe you've gone through something in your life. Gone through a death of a child, death of a parent, death of somebody in the vibration. And to hold on to it, to pull it with you, to constantly dwell on that situation. Constantly. Allow yourself not to dwell so much on the vibration. Because when I do trance, I allow spirit to overshadow my vibration, to speak to me, to speak through me. But they're busy working behind me. Usually when someone walks into trance, their mannerisms change, voice changes, different things change within the vibration. Breathing slows down, different things go on to allow spirit to move in, to overshadow and work through a person. If you're able to do that and able to work with that vibration, you can do trance on your own. Find yourself a recorder, get yourself a little recorder to sit next to where you're going to be sitting and meditating. Then somewhere outside the room, put a little clock, a little alarm clock. So it'll tell you to come out in 15, 20 minutes. Shouldn't do it more than 30 minutes if you're first starting to do it. Allow it to pull yourself out. But push the recorder when you first go into meditation, just in case you do go into trance and you start talking. Then you can play it back, go, ooh, I start speaking. That's when you bring somebody in the room with you to ask you questions. To ask you questions. But first you're training yourself to be quiet, to be still, to go in, so spirit can pull you out. You have to be quiet. You have to learn to quiet the mind. Through mediumship, through meditation, through healing, through all of this work, it is quieting your mind. If your mind's too busy to stop, then you have to work on that. You have to learn how to be quiet. Quiet the mind. If you're so busy, your mind's just running crazy all the time, learn maybe a guided meditation. Maybe go doing something that quiets your mind. You might not get it quiet completely all at one time, but it might take you a little while to quiet the mind. But don't give up. Oh, Lewis, I'm too busy. I'll never be able to do that. Never tell your guides never. Oh, I never get names. Oh, I'll never see that. Oh, I'll never do that. Oh, I'll never, never, never. Well, your guides hear that. They listen to you. They'll go, okay, we'll never. Never will happen. Tell them, I expect it. I expect it. I expect to be wealthy. I expect to be healthy. I expect to be loved. I expect to be cherished. I expect to have what I need in this life to make my life comfortable. I expect that. You should expect that. Expect spirit to give it to you. Every single one of you are missionaries. Every one of you. You're on this earth plane to affect and help and encourage the universal mind or your energy or somebody else's. So it means you're on a missionary trail. You're a missionary. So what do they do for missionaries? They give you a place to stay. They give you money to eat, car to drive. They give you everything to help you along the path so you can help others. If you're all decrepit and sick and laid up in the bed and nobody comes to visit you and you're all by yourself, who are you helping? Who? The question is listen to your vibration. listen to the energy of spirit. We're all going to venture into the world of spirit. What door you enter when you enter this world of spirit is up to you. What you sense and feel in your being is what you're going to see, what you're going to vision in that part of the world. If you vision something over there, it's probably what you're going to see when you venture in there. I've had people pass the spirit, and I've tied in with them before they've gone into the spirit world, and people have been pulled out of their body. I've had angels come into the room, pull people out. I've had all kinds of stuff happen when people leave this earth plane. Nobody leaves this earth plane exactly the same as everyone else. Somebody that knows them, has a connection to them, will come for them. What you believe will come for you, will come. You believe in angels, they'll come. Your uncle, your cousin, your father, your family, they'll come. You don't have anybody that you want to come, somebody will still be there. When I was working in a large nursing home years ago, I used to walk in the rooms and work with residents or work with people. And I knew when somebody was going to pass, because in the room would be 3 men, all dressed up in black with black hats. They'd be sitting these books. They had little gold symbols on the front of them, like a starburst. And they would be sitting there reading out of the book in front of the bed. The person that was in comatose state or in a state, their mouth would be moving. Even though they were in a comatose state, they would be talking to these individuals at the side of the bed. I always tried to look at the book. I couldn't see the book. They wouldn't let me see it. But I tried to look, though. But they'd be all sitting at the end of the bed, talking. And then when 2 would leave and 1 would sit next to the bed, I knew the time was short. The person was leaving. They were going to the spirit world. So there were always somebody standing there with you at the time of your passing. Nobody passes by themselves. Nobody. There's always somebody there. Somebody will arrive to help you. Whether it be one of your guides, 3 men all dressed in black. Whatever is supposed to be there will be there. So it's what you're thinking, what you're compelling within your life, throughout your life, and mostly at the end of your life, is what are you thinking? What are you propelling out into the world of spirit? That's what you have to ask yourself. You don't know when you're going to go. Nobody knows when they're going to go. But it's what you're thinking. I believe I deserve to be there. I've done everything they've asked me to do. Everything. I deserve a place there, a seat at the table. Every one of you deserve a seat at the table. You deserve that seat. You might feel, oh no. Ooh, ooh. But you have to realize we are the judge, jury, and executioner. Nobody's going to judge us when we walk through that door. All they're going to do is greet us with love. They're not going to judge us. Greet us. So we will be greeted, whether we stay in one spot for years while they minister to us. But they will be there to greet us. So when I speak to Lucerne, speak to my guides, I have this communication with them. I talk to them. I have conversations with them. I talk to them. My wife will say, who are you talking to? I'm busy. Should I speak to them? Allow them to speak back to me. Allow them to talk. And as that conversation, sure, nobody might not answer you right away, but there will be signs. There will be signs. You'll finish talking and start to talk to Spirit, and you'll see 444 on the clock. 333, 222. Something will be repetitious going on around you. Spirit will show you repetition. They were trying to get your attention and you aren't quite hearing them. repetition will appear in the vibration for you. So trust yourself. Be watchful of what's going on around you, what's going on in the vibration. Spirit will protect you. Spirit always will. They will never leave you by yourself. Can't let you go crazy. They stay with you. Sure, we have people that have things, they come in this lifetime with situations and disabilities and vibrations within their life, but who says they aren't here for the parents, the people, the vibrations they will become in contact with to help and encourage them on their journey, on their vibration within their own life. So we have to realize that everybody has that purpose, that vibration within our life. Just because you commit suicide doesn't mean you go to downstairs. What if that vibration in your life was just to affect others? You left this earth plane, but when you left a hole, which affected others on their journey here on the airplane. The other people here, they moved, they changed their life. Things changed for the people left behind, and it wouldn't have changed unless you would have left. So somebody left the earth plane. It means that they haven't arrived downstairs. As spiritualists, we don't believe in the downstairs. We just believe at a little space down there that you have to wait. If you have that connection in your life that you feel like, oh my God, I'm so bad. But remember, you're journeying to the spirit world. Well, Lucerne takes me on journeys in the spirit world. There are many places of existence there in the spirit world. Many places. So there isn't one, there isn't two, there isn't three. I've gone to many places in the spirit world and had a vision of those spaces. So it isn't that one spot, that one place, the front gate. There are other places to go. So it's where you believe that you need to be. Marie's father passed to spirit and he was going to travel through all the planets. That's where he wanted to go. He wasn't going to stick around with the family. Planets. He's probably going through the planets at this point as we're speaking. Heading on into the universe. It's where we believe that we should be. You want to stick around for a while? Then stick around. But people do not keep you here. People in the spirit world come back to visit you because they want to. I couldn't force any of you to come back and visit me. You come back and visit because you want to. The only reason I'm coming back here is to scare the hell out of a few people. That's what I'd come back for. I'd have fun. I'd bring Emma with me. She'd scare him too. But I would come back just to kind of get people's attention. Bang on the wall, drag some change, do some stuff. Have fun. Have fun with it. But we have to realize that we're supposed to have fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Our journey is not supposed to be miserable. It's supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to be fun. If you aren't having fun, then figure out what would help you to do that. What would force you to put yourself in that situation? Move you in that direction. Move the needle. Put you in that situation. Because it is the trance healing, the trance mediumship. I get more information out of it than Spirit shares information, but I collect a lot because I have allowed them to use my being. When I allow them to use it, I get information. I get information downloaded into my vibration just for allowing them to use my voice, my connection to the world of spirit. And today at some point, I'll let Lucerne, he'll wander in. He's here. I can feel him. But the question is you have to allow it to happen, allow them to move closer. Voice will change, mannerisms will change, different situations will change, as he arrives. But the question is allowing it to happen. If you judge it too much, you got to be in control, probably not going to be something that you can do. Because you have to give up control. You have to allow them to take over. And trust them that they're not going to drag you to the spirit side of life. That they're going to bring you, let you back into the vibration, in control of the vibration. That's what you always have to realize, that I know that they're going to allow me back. They're going to allow me to have control of my being again once they leave. While they're here, I have a strong effect that they will behave. Mm-hmm. They will behave. I like this when I do trance healing. When I allow Spirit to work through me, overshadow me, put their hands over my hands, and do the healing. Allow them to bring the power from the spirit world. So the question is allowing them to do that. And you can do that with yourself. If you allow Spirit to overshadow you, then do your own self-healing on yourself. Allowing them to put their hands over your hands. Allow them to heal you. Allow them to heal you. Spirit will do that for you. They'll overshadow, they'll work with your health. But you have to believe that you're going to be healthy. You have to believe that you want to be healthy. If you can't believe that, then you're probably not going to be as healthy as you want to be. You have to believe it. You want prosperity in your life? Believe that you can have it. You want a good relationship in your life? Believe that you can have it. Most of us attract people. Some of us, I attracted okay. I've been married 46 years, so I'm okay. I'm all right. But some of us attract people that they probably get a day pass from the sanitarium. We don't know what happened to them on their journey. But we attract them because we want to take care of them. We can help them. Help yourself first here. But remember, allow yourself what you expect. What can you personally accept in your life? That's what you do. Because the world of spirit is immense. For many dimensions, many places of existence, many places to go. It's where you believe that you should be. Maybe you need just be left alone for a while. Maybe you've had enough on this earth plane, you just need some time to rest. You'll go there. You want to visit with family? You'll probably go with family. For my family, bless their little hearts, but I will bypass that straight. Bless their little hearts. I probably won't stop there. I'd probably visit with my wife's parents because they love me. The other people, I don't know. There was a life lesson, a life challenge with that. I had to learn from them. I had to learn from them where I need to be. And a lot of times, our lifetimes, our childhoods, different things, our lifetimes, relationship, the spouse, the person, the people in our lives are there as teachers. They're going to teach us things that we should do, or teach us things we shouldn't do. So they're always their teachers within our lives to give us information in the vibration. Well, we have to realize that everything has a purpose. Half full, half empty. Does it fit? Does it not? Yes, no. It's what your first thought, first impression is of the situation. Your first thought is, walk away. That's that first little thing goes up, that little screamer goes up, goes, please don't, please, 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 please. They'll try to stop you. If you keep going, they'll go, okay. They'll wait. But remember, you are on a journey in the center of the path. Supposed to have fun. Supposed to enjoy the journey. Doesn't mean you have to change your whole life, but start changing your thought. Once you change your thought, then the people that are disruptive in situations with your life will start to move away from you. You're not wishing anybody into the spirit world, but if somebody wants to stop and pick them up, you're not going to be against it. You're not wishing bad on anybody. You're just wishing they leave you alone. Don't mess with me anymore. Don't mess with my energy anymore. And you'll notice people will start to move away. It's like my brother right now. He goes, "Oh, Louis, I need money." I said, "What do you need now?" It's just constant need. I said, "Why don't you just ask your guy?" No, they won't give me anything. What do you think they're going to give? You're bringing negativity and your lack into your vibration. Lack of health, lack of money, lack of relationships, lack of this, lack. Sure, that's going to creep in. Remember, that will creep in. You'll go, "Ooh, I don't have nothing, Lou." It will creep, but always put out positive energy. Eventually the lack will disappear. Positive energy will replace it. Positive energy will replace the situation. He's here, so I'll talk in a minute. But the vibration here is very simple. Is to understand spirit is here for you. When the vibration of the sun appears in the energy, he is a connection, a vibration for me, an energy of light. He propels himself in a way that never disrupts from the vibration of spirit. I am the sun at this moment. I have always arrived to help, to encourage. I am a balance of energy from the spirit world and the world of present movement. You will move in your life where you need to be. We will gather with you. You know, we speak about your vibration to multitudes of people. You know, we sit in council in the spirit world about your well-being. We speak about you every day. We send you blessings. We send you light. We send you individuals in your life to bless you. But only you can accept them. But believe that there is a group of individuals in the spirit world that have only the best for you, connection to higher senses of consciousness for you. All we can do is send the energy towards you. You must pick the staff, you must pick the route, you must pick the vibration for yourself. We cannot pick it for you. We can only lead you towards it. And when the group has given you enough energy within your life to get you there, and you have not listened to us, you have not accepted that energy, we will venture you to another group that will help you in that part of that journey. But you are never left alone, never connected to an energy of being in a position in your life that you are not prayed for, encouraged. Louis has a multitude of visions in his energy field. Here's my group of 47 spirits that follow us. But I also have the other people, family members, people that are his well-being. You have people in your life that are well-being for you. Sure, there might be people in the spirit world that were only in this lifetime to teach you something, to encourage you, but never to stay with you. They were only in that moment, that vibration within your life, to encourage you. You must believe in yourself. When you ventured from the spirit world, you stood on the other side of life. You picked this journey. Think of the spirit side of life as a very large bulletin board as you enter the world, into this world. A lot of post-it notes on that board. Things to do, you know. You pulled the little telephone numbers off every little post-it that you wanted to.
Maybe some of you pulled way too many. But you did. Down you came. But as you ventured from that world to this world, you lost those papers. But consciously in the spirit world, you accepted it. And you adventured here. Then you complain that you tell us, why is this happening to me? Think of the post-it note that you pulled off the bulletin board. Ask for your highest and best. It's always that. Ask for somebody else's highest and best, and for them, maybe they don't want that for you. That's for you. That's for your vibration. Spirit has a way of connecting to you. But as Lewis said, there are many guides that follow you. There's always a guide at your side. Always. Safekeeper, a designated driver for you, a person to guide you down the path, whether you believe in the eminent source, Christ, whatever modality that you believe in. Maybe you believe in Buddha, Krishna. Maybe you believe in something that somebody else doesn't believe in. Don't degrade your vibrations. Because remember, some of the religion that you have in this lifetime has followed you through lifetimes because you've enjoyed it. So why would you give it up? We in Spiritualism believe in this religion that you have, that you should give up your other religions. You should believe in Spiritualism. You're just nothing but a bunch of Reformed Catholics. You believe in a lot of stuff. But still within your being, you can't get rid of it. It's within your vibration to do that in your life. But you must trust yourself. You must trust your being. But remember, I have plenty of guides in the spirit world that work with me. Announce, you're here today. I will send runners to you. I will send people to help you. We have enough expertise in the spirit world to do that for you. You want health? We have healers. You want prosperity? We got people. You want relationships? Be specific of what you're looking for. We have people in the spirit world with a sense of humor. But whatever you ask for, whatever you need in your life, you will pass to the spirit world when your time here is done. But why suffer for years thinking you're going to be dead tomorrow when you've still got 20, 30 years left? Keep yourself moving along. We'll come for you when the time is right. You're not going to leave before you're supposed to leave this earth plane. Your room isn't ready. Housekeeper is still on break. So don't believe you're going to be there earlier. Have you ever tried to check into a hotel earlier than what you expected to be there? They won't let you in the room. Same thing with the spirit world. You will not check in earlier than you're supposed to be there. Speak to your guides, speak to your healing teachers, your master guides, your connection to the spirit world. Allow them to work with you, allow them to connect to you. Whether through meditation, whether through your dream state, whatever state that you place yourself into, ask them to appear. Ask them to speak to you. When you drive home today, driving, ask your guides to speak to you. Is there a message that you'd like to have, that you need in your life? What is repetitious? We have a good way of working and putting things in front of you to get your attention. So be watchful. Watchful of what's appearing. If you don't like what we're trying to tell you, then tell us to change it. tell us to change the vibration. All we're going about is what your inner self is telling us. If your inner self is not connected to your higher self, you might have to do that. Okay, he left. He moved. But remember, you are this force. You are that. And I try to get people, I know people come to mediums, they come to mediums because we've been doing it for a while. We connect to spirit for you. But we as mediums want to teach you how to do it on your own. How not to be as scared. Remember, if spirit's going to come drag you kicking and screaming to the spirit world, you're still going to get there. You're not going to stop and go, oh no. But remember, everything is exactly where it should be. She's standing up, so I think I'm done. Thank you.